So, explainer video number 2 is how to pronounce the rolled R's,
Okay.
which I noticed you're already doing well. And you and
Mhm.
I have talked about this before in
Mhm.
previous conversations. But for those of you who have not yet, who maybe have like a limiting belief that like, oh man, I don't know how to roll the R's. That's the hardest part, especially when it's a double R. We're going to make that super easy right now. So the good news is that you all already know how to do this. And I know I've explained this to you already, but
Mhm.
just as a refresher, um, unless you're from Downton Abbey,
Mhm.
what do you drink when you're thirsty? Normally speaking,
Water.
water. If you're from Downton Abbey, you would drink water, right? If you're from
Mhm.
Britain, if you're from posh London town, water. But us as North American English speakers, gringos, we drink water. What's the aggressive form of music that you like Mastodon and those bands?
Metal.
Metal.
Mhm.
Who is that incredible, uh, famous band from Liverpool?
Man, I don't know.
The like
Beatles.
John. Say again.
Beatles.
Beatles.
Okay.
So we have, again, apologies to any British students from Downton Abbey. We're not saying water, we're saying water. And then we have, oops, I can't spell. We have heavy metal. And then we have the famous Beatles. So go ahead and repeat after me a couple times. We'll do 2 or 3 times each.
Okay.
Water,
Water.
water,
Water.
water,
Water.
water,
Water.
metal,
Metal.
metal,
Metal.
metal,
Metal.
Beatles,
Beatles.
Beatles,
Beatles.
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 The repetitions are really good for just getting the practice in. We've all said these words millions of times in our lives, right?
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and so why are we using these words? There's really no R's in there of any import, I guess, there, but that doesn't count. So let's go ahead and just isolate metal. Metal,
Metal.
metal,
Metal.
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 Let's go ahead and take off the L, and we have the company that used to be known as Facebook, which is
Meta.
Meta,
Meta.
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 Go to get a little bit softer. Meta,
Meta.
Meta,
Meta.
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 Perfect. You are now pronouncing the Spanish R. What you're saying is the Spanish word meta. Meta,
Meta.
meta,
Meta.
meta,
Meta.
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 Now, what is meta in Spanish? Who the fuck knows? I don't think it's a word. All I know is that it's Aquaman's wife,
There we go.
right? Played by
Mhm.
Amber Heard. So in English, we know her as Mera,
Mhm.
but in Espanol, she's Meta.
Meta.
Meta,
Meta.
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 And all you're saying is the company name that owns Facebook.
Okay.
Meta,
Meta.
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 You are now rolling your R perfectly.
Hmm.
Meta.
So there's a slight T to it.
Exactly. That's all the roll of the tongue is.
Mm.
It's not meta, right? Because that would be an actual T. But when we soften it in the same way as metal, Beatles, water, meta, we're just saying meta.
Mm.
We're saying mera, but we're now pronouncing it in correct Spanish as meta.
Meta.
Making sense?
Yeah.
Easy enough? Meta. So for those of you at home and you too, if you like, before the class, just walk around going like, who owns Facebook? Meta. Who is Aquaman's wife? Meta. Same word.
Meta.
Meta.
Cool.
Meta. Now, pretty easy. Most folks can do that with the Beatles, water, metal, meta, meta
Mm-hmm.
method, right? Pretty easy. You got it
Yeah.
right away. The thing that some people trip up in their heads, and people go, "Oh, I could never trill my R's." When we have double R's, it's called trilling the R's. And people have this, English speakers have this block in their heads, like, "Oh my gosh, it's so hard, I can't do it." Well, yes, it can be a little tricky for some folks, but what we're going to do is use it. Is it a mnemonic trick? Well, it's just a sound trick essentially to get it working.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to say this word we know as arrow in English. But let's go ahead and say it with Spanish pronunciation. So it's aro in English, but in Espanol it's aro.
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 Perfect. Aro. And really all you're saying is, or even, all you're saying is auto.
Yeah.
Auto. 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 We know this from words like vibrato or staccato. Auto. Auto. Auto.
Auto
It's all
shop.
exactly this auto shop. Perfect. Yeah, auto. So auto.
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 Perfect. Now that's pretty easy, right? We can all get that pretty quick. You certainly have. That's perfect Spanish R's.
Sweet.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a syllable. We're just going to repeat the AR. So now it's going to be and no need to go fast. We're just going to say araro.
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 When you start tripping up, go ahead and slow it back down.
Okay.
Araro.
Araro. Araro.
Araro.
Araro.
Let's go back to Aro.
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 Who owns Facebook?
Meta. Meta.
Meta.
Meta.
Meta.
Aro.
Aro.
Araro.
Araro. So we have Aro.
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 Remember, it's Aro.
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 Now we're going to go Araro.
Arado.
Araro.
Arado.
Araro.
Arado.
Araro.
Arado.
Aro.
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 Ara.
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 Araro.
Arado.
There you go. Araro.
Arado.
Araro.
Arado.
Araro.
Cool. Arado.
Feeling a little bit better?
Yeah.
So usually from meta, we can get to auto or ara. And then this one it still feels a little bit clunky, but we're getting those repetitions in. If we can say meta and we can say auto, we can get to araro. And even if it's a little bit clunky, the idea is we're going to be going araro, araro. When we're walking around, when we're just kind of chilling, when we're doing the laundry or doing the dishes. Araro, araro, araro. And once that starts to sound like, okay, I got araro, araro. And if we get tripped up, go back to Meta, who owns Facebook, Meta, which is Meta, Aquaman's wife. Then we go to Aro. And then we go to araro, araro, araro. Let's do a few more reps. So who owns Facebook?
Meta.
Meta. What do we drink?
What do we drink? Water.
Water. Water. And we could even with an accent, a Boston accent. Water.
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 Water. Water.
Water.
Water.
Water.
Water.
Water.
Water.
Water.
Water.
Water.
This is the Spanish word water. Pronounced exactly the
Water.
same. Water.
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 Water. Same word. Now, when would we ever use the word water? For instance, if you want to say Guadalajara or something like that, right? So even if some of these words are a little nonsensical, like when am I ever going to remember Aquaman's fucking wife?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or what is water? Well, it's water with a Boston accent.
Water. Water.
Who owns Facebook?
Meta.
Meta. Ara.
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 Auto.
Aro.
Auto.
Aro.
Auto.
Aro.
Auto.
Aro.
Just like auto.
Aro.
Auto.
Aro.
Auto.
Aro.
Auto.
Aro.
So you got that good. Aro, aro, aro. And then we're just going to go araro,
Araro.
araro,
Aralo.
araro.
Aralo.
Kind of get that little T in there. Araro.
Araro. As soon as my mouth gets dry, it's harder to pronounce it. A little bit.
Araro. Yeah, I feel that.
When I don't have water.
Yeah, exactly. Need some water. So you get the point. That's the exercise. You're doing great on it. And it's totally natural to be like, okay, I got it a few times. I got it a few times. Oh, wait, now it's a little bit clunky. Then take a pause. And then whenever you want to come back to it, meta, wada, aro, araro, 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 araro. Now, once you get araro feeling pretty good, right? Then we're just going to speed it up. And this is, again, it's just repetitions like you're going to be walking around the house doing your dishes or whatever your routine is. Pretty soon you're going to be araro, 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 araro. Pretty soon your mouth is just you're going so fast that the tongue has no choice but to efficientize. What's the word? Make it more efficient. to make it more efficient, right? To cut corners. So it's not going to want to say araro very fast. So pretty soon it's just going to go arro,
Arro.
arro,
Arro.
arro,
Nice. Arro.
hermano, arro. You can hear that.
Arro.
He's got that. Man, that's
Nice.
perfect trilling. Arro.
Arro.
Do you know what a dog is in Spanish?
No.
Perro.
Perro.
Perro. Perro.
Perro.
Perro.
Perro.
Really nice.
Sweet.
Araro.
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 You getting it? And then fast.
Arro.
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 You got it. So all those repetitions that we were like, dude, come on. Like it's a lot of repetitions. I don't know if I want to do this much. But it helped you get arro very well.
Mm-hmm.
And now pretty soon, even if perro sounds a little bit clumsy, because you've got arro well, you just do the same with each next word that you want to trill. So pretty soon you can be like, if perro is still kind of like, man, I can't get perro for some reason, you would do the same thing where it'd be, this is in English, pero,
Perro.
pero,
Perro.
pero,
Perro.
which is the exact same as pero. Same sounds. Pero,
Perro.
pero.
Perro.
You're saying it perfect. That's perfect Spanish. Pero,
Perro.
pero.
Perro.
And then you would do the same thing as we did with araro. You got pero down perfect. And you would just go to perero.
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 Peteto.
Peteto.
I'm doing the T's to Downton Abbey now. That was my fault. Just like auto or auto. Araro.
Peteto.
Perero.
Perero.
Perero. There you go.
Perero.
Perero. And as you speed that up, perero, 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 perro, 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 perro.
Nice.
Perro, perro, perro. Give it a.
Perro, perro, perro.
You're right there on the cusp, and you already got araro very well, so you'll get perro very well too. So that is the trick to trilling your R's. You saw Jordan got it in real time very well with araro into arro, and he's working on perro into perro, and that'll be the next one, and you'll get it just like that because your tongue is already accustomed now to doing it once with arro. And so to summarize, if you care about this, if you're like, ooh, I really want to get that, if it's a fun challenge for you, then great, work on this stuff. If it's like, oh, that's some later shit, that's bullshit, I don't care about now, great. Perro is fine too. Arro is fine too. But if you like this kind of stuff, if you like this kind of challenge, if it's fun for you, that's the way to do it. Turn arro into araro and perero into perro. Is that all making sense?
That's very exciting. Yeah, it's cool.
You're doing great.
Love it.
I mean, you knocked this out in a couple minutes,
Sweet.
which is great. So hopefully that all makes sense. This now looks a little bit like a mess because we were chasing a few sort of ideas in real time. But if you have any questions, I'm here to help. Muy bien.